Jessica, please. There are things you need to know.
I don't want to know!
This is going to be the first time that I use olive oil. I've only done this before with avocado oil. We're going to make some amazing mayonnaise. And it's healthy, which is the key part, right? I've only done this with an immersion blender. You can do it with a regular blender or a food processor, but the process is a little different. So if you're going to do that, if you're going to make mayonnaise with one of those other devices, you need to get on YouTube and look up how to do it, because it is a little different process. When you do this, you need to have a container where the bottom of it is basically the same size as your immersion blender. If it's much bigger at all around than your immersion blender, this will not work. Separate the yolks from 2 eggs. Toss those in. You get your yolks separated, put them in the container, and next you're going to add your acid. And I use 10 to 15 drops of lemon juice, and then Grey Poupon, or any Dijon mustard will also help to be a catalyst, and it also gives it really good flavor. So use about a teaspoon or so of that. Then, as you can see here, we're going to take a 1 tablespoon measure, and we're going to put 1 tablespoon of white wine vinegar in to help as a catalyst also, and it also gives it a nice tang. Now we're going to add the oil in. When you use 2 egg yolks as we have here, if you bring the oil level up to the 1 cup mark, your mayonnaise is going to be a little bit thicker than store-bought. So shoot somewhere in there, whatever sounds good to you, whether you want it thinner or thicker. I prefer my mayonnaise to be a little bit on the thicker side, so I'm going to bring it right up to the 1 cup mark. The order of putting those ingredients in there is very important. If you forget to put the catalyst in there, you've just wasted your ingredients. There's no coming back from that. I tried. I did that the other night. Doesn't work. Makes a mess. And you really need to just throw it away, clean your equipment, start all over. So this next part, they say, is very important, that you do it exactly like this. Put the immersion blender in all the way to the bottom, and you're going to pulse it about once a second until you start seeing mayonnaise come out of the bottom. And then once you start seeing a decent amount of mayonnaise coming out the bottom, then you can accelerate the use of the immersion blender. Voila, we have mayonnaise. Gordon Ramsay says, do not put salt and pepper in it until after you have created your mayonnaise. Because if you salt and pepper your mayo before you're done making it, it will damage the egg yolks. So you can do any kind of flavorings in here that you want, you know, whatever sounds good. You could do some dill, oregano, all sorts of different spices and whatnot in there. I haven't tried any of that yet. I'd like to at some point. For now, all I've done is just made mayo, but it's really good. It came out a little bit thicker than I was hoping for. I'll be able to stir a little bit more oil in that and thin it up a little bit, but I mean, that's nice. It's just a hair thick. I season it with a little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. Where'd my pepper go? There it is. Now, you can do, of course, with this, the same things that you would do with store-bought mayo. You make sandwiches, make chicken salad, salmon salad, tuna salad, and I gotta tell you, man, if you work with this a little bit and get the flavorings right, this is really good stuff, and it'll last in the fridge. I made a batch on Monday night, and I've been eating on that every night till tonight, which is Friday night, and it was fine. So it will go at least 5 days in the fridge. I don't know how much longer because it didn't last long enough for me to find out. So there you go. There's making your own mayonnaise at home 101.